Hey guys, this is Matimio, and today I am bringing you my review, or just kind of some general comments that I have for the Map Pack 4 for Battlefield Bad Company 2. So today's video is going to just be on the Conquest version of Port Valdez. I plan on making a second version, or a second video, for the second map, and I will try to get that out to you as soon as possible, but I was just going to keep the two maps separate. But yeah, here we go. So Port Valdez Conquest is the same exact map as Port Valdez Rush. The only difference is that when you spawn as the Russians, you're going to spawn at the same place at the north right here. Hopefully you can see my cursor, but you're going to spawn right there, basically where you parachute in if you're the attackers for Rush. As for the USA, the US troops, you're going to be spawning at the southwest in this corner, and it's basically the final base that you're defending for Rush. And the 3 points that you're trying to take and defend throughout the match are the third, second, and first base that are on Rush. Now, they've also added two new vehicles to the game, and the first one here, I'm not sure what it's actually called, so I'm just going to call it like a dune buggy, but it seats 4, and it has 2 mounted guns, and the first one is a grenade launcher, and the second one is just a mounted gun, like a machine gun. And yeah, and then the last seat is just kind of a guy chilling in the back, and he's basically just sitting there. He can't really do anything. But as for how it actually handles, it actually handles a lot differently than the other vehicles. It doesn't have much control. It kind of drifts a lot, which actually makes for some fun just driving around and stuff like that. I spent a couple of minutes just driving around in an empty server, and I must say it was actually kind of enjoyable. So it's a cool addition to the game. Now, the second vehicle that they added, I believe, is called the Vulcan Air Defense System, and it works like any other anti-air system in the fact that, you know, it takes out those pesky attack helicopters pretty quickly. But the one downside is the fact that it's pretty slow to actually move your site, or whatever you would want to call it, around. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you get the helicopter inside as quickly as possible and take it down just as quickly. But that's about it, I think, for the vehicles. I think they only added 2, but if you guys notice a third one, just let me know in the comments below. As for gameplay, I feel like this map is a lot like Panama Canal in the fact that it's a gigantic map. I mean, it's the entire Port Valdez, which is just huge. So I feel like it's not going to be a lot of action for infantry like Panama Canal, and you're going to kind of run around a lot and not find a lot of people. You know, of course, that's not the case for every game, but I definitely, when I played this map a couple of times, I found that I was doing a lot of running around and not seeing a lot of action, except for a lot of tanks running by. And speaking of tanks, I feel like this map is going to be very vehicle heavy. I mean, there's going to be 2 attack helicopters, a lot of tanks, a lot of, you know, just ground vehicles. So in that manner, it definitely reminds me of Panama Canal and the other vehicle-heavy maps. Now, another thing that I've noticed is the fact that Port Valdez Conquest suffers from the same things that the Rush version suffers from, and that's the fact that there's those gigantic choke points in between the bases, and I find myself as an infantry being very reluctant to actually move between the 2 bases or the multiple bases, because I just felt like I was running out in the open for like 2 minutes, and a tank would run by and I would just get blown up, and it's kind of annoying when that happens because there's really no cover out there, and when you just get owned like that, it gets frustrating. So if you really like the tank scene and the vehicle scene, this is definitely for you, because it's very linear and you're definitely going to find a lot of tank and vehicle action on this map. But as for infantry, I don't think this is going to be a map for you. But you know, I could be wrong. Everyone's different. And I must say that was definitely a fun UAV kill. Just kind of sniping him out there. I knew he was there, so I was like, hey, there's a UAV. But this about wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I plan on making a second video where I take a look at the second map that was released for the Map Pack 4. So stay tuned for that. And to make it easier on you guys, just subscribe to my channel so it comes up in that little box of yours. Wow, what a cheap play to actually get subscribers. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you could thumbs up the video. But other than that, guys, have a good one and take it easy.